Hello, good morning, everybody. Today, in the series of ongoing video lectures of Shalakatantra, I am going to teach you conjunctivitis, which is compared with abhishan of the Ayurvedic diseases. So, let's begin the topic conjunctivitis. So, conjunctivitis. As the name indicates, it is the inflammation of conjunctiva. That is the outermost layer of the eye and the inner surface of the eyelids. The inner surface of eyelids is also known as palpebral conjunctiva. It is most commonly due to an infection, usually viral, but sometimes bacterial, or an allergic reaction. It may be due to some chemical injury also, or most of the time idiopathic. So coming to classification can be uh, done either by cause, extent of the inflammatory area, and clinical presentation. So coming to causes, according to cause, the conjunctivitis is classified into infective, either bacterial or viral, then chemical, allergic, and idiopathic. Then according to extent of the inflamed area, it may be blepharoconjunctivitis, in which eyelids are also involved, or keratoconjunctivitis, in which cornea is also involved. Then, according to clinical presentation, it is classified as acute mucocovalent conjunctivitis, next, acute purulent conjunctivitis, then serous conjunctivitis, then membranous conjunctivitis, then follicular conjunctivitis, and granulomatous conjunctivitis. Then coming to clinical features, red eye, that is hyperemia, irritation, also known as emesis, and watering, that is epiphora of the eyes, are the symptoms common to all forms of conjunctivitis. However, the pupil should be normally reactive and the visual acuity normal. So hyperemia, chemosis, epiphora are the commonest symptoms of all forms of conjunctivitis. Then coming to viral conjunctivitis, it is also known as pink eye. So symptoms of viral conjunctivitis, that is pink eye, include excessive watering, itching. The infection usually begins with one eye, but may spread easily to the other. Then coming to signs of pink eye or viral conjunctivitis, these are fine diffuse pinkness of the conjunctiva. Then follicles on the tarsal conjunctiva. We have studied these follicles on the tarsal conjunctiva in the disease trichoma, which is a collection of inflammatory cells, presence of inflammatory cells on the tarsal conjunctiva, and punctate keratitis. Then coming to treatment part of viral conjunctivitis, it includes antiviral drug isaclovir, useful for the treatment. A new treatment for viral eye infection uh, due to pink eye involves an iodine treatment. A series of drops are given to the infected eye. It is advisable to avoid touching the eyes. Sharing towels and washcloths should be avoided. Then coming to next type of conjunctivitis, that is bacterial conjunctivitis. Clinical features of bacterial conjunctivitis are marked grittiness or irritation, mucopollen discharge, sticking of the lids, especially after sleep, severe crusting of the infected eye and the surrounding skin. Next clinical feature include foreign body sensation, acute pyogenic infections may be painful. However, contrary to popular belief, discharge is not essential to the diagnosis. तो discharge का presence होना कंजक्टिवाइटिस में कोई जरूरी नहीं है. बिना discharge के भी कंजक्टिवाइटिस, बैक्टीरियल कंजक्टिवाइटिस हो सकता है. Then, like viral conjunctivitis, it usually affects only one eye, but may spread easily to the other eye. Then next, Corneobacterium diphtheriae causes membrane formation in conjunctiva of non-immunized children. So non-immunized children get formation of membrane due to Corneobacterium diphtheriae, leading to membranous conjunctivitis. Then coming to its treatment part, topical antibiotics. These constitute the mainstay of treatment. Broad spectrum antibiotics are useful for this purpose. Nowadays, many broad spectrum antibiotics are used, like cephalosporin group of drugs, 5-cephalosporin groups are now discovered. Then ciprofloxacin also used, then gatifloxacin. So these drugs are used topically. Next is irrigation of the conjunctival sac with sterile warm saline once or twice a day will wash away infected debris. But here we should take care that not more than once or twice a day eye should be irrigated. Otherwise, enzymes which are protective in nature like lactoferrin, beta-lysine may get washed away and may not able to respond to infectious bacteria or infections. So irrigation should be done once or twice a day only. Then no bandage to be applied, as it will convert the conjunctiva sac into cul-de-sac, which will lead to increase of the inflammation and infection. Then no steroids should be applied. Dark goggles should be worn to prevent photophobia. Anti-inflammatory and analgesic drugs to provide symptomatic relief are used. Lot of anti-inflammatory drugs and analgesics are available. Then coming to chemical conjunctivitis, it is of two types, acidic and alkali. Uh, Among the acidic and alkali injuries are more dangerous. The reason being, alkalis are typically worse than acidic ones. Mild ones will produce conjunctivitis, while more severe ones may cause the cornea to turn white. It is because deeper penetration of the alkali in the soft tissue, leading to mass destruction. Then marked redness may present. Some chemicals such as sodium hydroxide may cause necrosis of the conjunctiva with a deceptively white eye due to vascular closure, followed by sloughing of the dead epithelium. Then coming to treatment of chemical conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis due to chemicals is treated by irrigation with Ringer's lactate or saline solution. Large volumes of irrigation is treatment of choice and should continue until pH is between 6 to 8. Next part of the treatment of chemical conjunctivitis include chemical neutralization. It should be carried out when the type of offending agent is known. Sodium bicarbonate, which is weak alkali, should be used in case of acidic, and boric acid, which is weak acid, used is in case of alkali injury for neutralization of the chemical. Then people with chemically induced conjunctivitis should not touch their eyes regardless of whether or not their hands are clean, as they run the risk of spreading the condition to another eye. So this condition should be taken care of. Then coming to next type of allergic is conjunctivitis, allergic conjunctivitis. It is inflammation of conjunctiva due to allergic or hypersensitivity reaction, which is type 4 type of 4 type of allergic reaction and involve hemoglobin E, which may be immediate or delayed. Then coming to its clinical features, symptoms include intense itching, burning sensation, watery discharge, photophobia. Signs are hyperemia, chemosis, that is irritation, mild papillary hyperplasia, then edema of the lids. Then coming to its treatment, the most important treatment and most easiest form of treatment of allergic conjunctivitis is avoidance of allergens. In any case of allergy, avoidance of allergens is the mainstay of the treatment. Then other part of treatment is local therapy, which includes sodium chromoglycate drops for recurrent cases. Sodium chromoglycate is mast cell stabilizer. So it will stabilize the mast cells and non-degranulation of mast cells will occur, preventing or curing the allergic conjunctivitis. Then steroid eye drops in severe and non-responsive cases only should be used, and carefully should be used, as there are a lot of side effects of steroid eye drops. These are used for their anti-infective, anti-allergic, anti-inflammatory, and anti-fibrotic effects. Then systemic antihistamines are useful for symptomatic relief, like pseudoephedrine can be used, or synergin, cetirizine, CPM, fexofenadine. These are useful for controlling the allergic reaction. Then desensitization may be tried in recurrent cases. As we all know, desensitization is carried out by increasing the dose till the desensitization may be reduced in the patient. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture. So in this lecture we have studied uh, classification of conjunctivitis. It is classified into three types. Then according to other classification, these may be due to allergy, infection, chemicals, or idiopathic. So we have also discussed the treatment part of it. As we have seen that infectious conjunctivitis is due to viral or bacterial infection. Allergic conjunctivitis due to allergy, which is hypersensitivity reaction. That is type 4 type of allergic reaction. Uh, then chemical conjunctivitis, which is due to either acidic or alkali, and alkali injuries are always more dangerous than acidic injury. So we have finished this lecture. Yes, I want to make it clear here that in Ayurveda we compare conjunctivitis with abrasion. So abrasion is a very vast topic. As we have studied that most of the diseases of the eye are caused by abrasion. जैसा कि आचार्य ने कहा प्राण सर्वे नयन में अस्तु विवयंत अभिषण निमित्त मूला तस्माद अभिषणम चावेदिषु इत्यादिमान, अर्थात नेत्र के प्राय सभी रोग जो अभिषण से उत्पन्न होते हैं, अतः उसकी चिकित्सा ध्यान पूर्वक और उचित चिकित्सा करनी चाहिए। तो हम कंपैरेटिवली तौर पर जो कंजक्टिवाइटिस को अभिषण से कंपेयर तो करते हैं स्टडी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, पर अभिषण एक वास्ट टॉपिक है। सिर्फ कंपैरिजन के लिए हमें उस जो है अभिषण से कंजक्टिवाइटिस को कंपेयर करना पड़ेगा। So thank you, have a nice day. Thank you very much for listening to the lecture.